You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
That thing was sliding, boy.
Yep. Like, again, just get to have that now on video. We'll work through some of the the sudden abruptness and stuff like that. But the guy who made it, so shout him out because that was amazing. Amazing.
Hey, shout out to Surfer Wolf. He does our he's a new addition to the team. Surfer Wolf did the intro for Go Time Dolphins. Y'all know what time it is. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm Charlie Touche. I got Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Today we got Kumo Kadeem. You know what I'm saying? With the bucket. You feel me? Kumo Kadeem. Okay. What's the word, man?
I'm thinking more like LL Cool K. Like, if we're going with something, I feel like LL Cool K is a bit better than whatever you said. I'm just saying, I can't give myself a new nickname, but I just think that might be a bit better.
You know what the LL stands for?
Ladies love. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Ladies love Cool K. LL Cool K. It's Fins Up Friday. We in London. We here now. They old news. What's up, man? Look, listen. We got a lot accomplished this week, Kadeem. We took pictures. I finally got to meet your sister. We went all around London, got a photographer, you know what I'm saying? A new addition to the team in Surfer Wolf, with the behind the scenes stuff. Man, shout out to everybody that's contributing to Go Time Dolphins, and even some of the fans and listeners that really put on for us too, man. So shout out to y'all. Y'all deserve a shout out, man. It's London week. Some things we did, some things we didn't do. I didn't get to hold you hostage for your PS5. I didn't, and there's reasons behind it. I didn't know we were gonna talk about this, but we are not able to compete like we wanted to. We kind of felt like the closer we got that it might be an issue. So I'm gonna have to come back, bro. Like, I'm talking about soon too. I'm not talking about next year or 6 months from now, bro. I might. Well, November right around the corner, bro. Like, I might have to come back and take this PS5 from you, bro. Like, just know that people are waiting for the PS5 giveaway.
I feel like had we done it this week, especially with you not feeling too well, there's going to be excuses. I wasn't feeling too well. My energy wasn't there. My stamina wasn't there. So I just think, let's both be at 100%. Let's both be ready. Yeah, I feel you. I know what you mean. And plus, you know what? If it's an excuse to come back to London, then why not? Why not?
So what Kadeem is alluding to is I kind of got like a stuffy nose right now. I don't know if you can hear the difference, but I'm cool. Like, a lot of people don't know this. I'm gonna disclose some stuff. I don't get sick ever. Last time I was sick it wasn't like last time I was sick was 6 years ago. That was the last time I was sick. I don't get sick. The time I got sick before that was 2 years prior to that. And then the time I got sick for that was 2 years before that. So I very seldom do I ever get sick. Come to London, we cooling, quarantining, all the good stuff. Cold weather is not new to me. It's just not a thing. Like, it's cool. And I woke up the other day with a sore throat. I'm like, this is bad. Because if this is COVID, I'm going to get stuck here in this country and I'm not going to be able to go back to work. I'm not going to I don't even want to think about the ramifications of catching COVID while I'm here. So I sound the alarm. Hey, LB, LB over here with me, bro. I got a sore throat. That's all I said. Like, I got a sore throat. I don't get sore throats. I don't know nothing. Like, yo, my throat is sore. I haven't been sick in 6 years. We got to treat this like I might be positive. Go get tested. Comes back negative. Like sweating bullets. You feel me? So it came back negative. Cool. It's just a sore throat. Little congestion in the nose. Cool. So Kadeem over here thinking I was going to use it as an excuse. Like, bro, this flu game shouty, bro. If I got a flu game this thing out, I could drop 45 tonight. You know what I'm saying? If I got to go run routes, I could drop a few routes. You know what I'm saying? You're not saying nothing, bro.
So I've just come back from dinner with LB, yeah. We have an amazing Caribbean restaurant. He loved it, by the way. You couldn't even come out to get food with us, but you can run routes on me. Dude, no. But it's fine. Like I said, November, it's all good. We're all good.
Hold on. November ain't official, though. It's not official. November ain't official. But
okay, yeah.
It's a good time, so I do slide, though. I could have came to dinner tonight, but I was like, let me be responsible. And if this is a head cold, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, give somebody a head cold. Like that's irresponsible. That's not cool. So I like, you know what, let me keep my distance. I should be clear in a couple days. If we wanted to run routes though, sweat it out, bro. You ain't saying nothing. Let's get into it. It's Jaguars week, London week, international series. What we got, Kadeem?
Tua's back. That's all I care about. Tua being back. He's back in practice. He's throwing the ball. And again, to Tua haters, oh, his deep ball looks like someone punted it. Oh, he's not. Listen, stop. We've just been through 4 weeks of Jacoby Brissett, who done his best, and he best left us at 0-4. So, or 0-4 in that series, with 1-4 on the season. So, listen, to me, I just need Tua back. I need Tua back. Obviously, the offensive line isn't where we want it to be. The wide receivers aren't where we want them to be in terms of being healthy. But I just think this team looks better with Tua on the field, which is a damning indictment of how bad we look at the moment. But I just think Tua gives us a better chance to win on Sunday. And if that's the case, then getting back in as soon as possible.
You just don't need Tua back. This team needs Tua back. Flores needs Tua back. Flores is 8-16 without Tua. I want to say he's 7-4 with Tua. That sound right? Can we fact check? 7-4 with Tua, 8-16 without him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, right now, Tua is the only spark left that we have. He's the only spark that we got that could come in and be like, man, there is hope left. Everybody's going to say, oh, you're just playing Jacksonville. There's only 31 teams in the league. Jacksonville is not 32. That's what they're going to tell you. But you can only play the teams that they put in front of you. We got to take care of business against Jacksonville. Not only do we got to take care of business against Jacksonville, I kind of want to put up a game where it's like, okay, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I want a game to calm all the nerves. You go on Dolphin Twitter, it's wild out there right now, man.
Thing is, like, you say to calm all the nerves. I said to you and LB during a photo shoot, I honestly see the game on Sunday as a lose-lose game in terms of if the Dolphins win, and even if they win big, it's just Jacksonville. It doesn't matter. Everyone beat Jacksonville. It doesn't mean anything because you haven't beat the Colts or the Raiders or all that kind of stuff. And if we lose to Jacksonville, it's going to be you can't beat Jacksonville. Flores needs to go. It'll be Monday, so there'll be the rumors coming out that the Dolphins are going to trade for Watson today because it's Monday. Like, I can't see a situation where the Dolphins come out of the game against Jacksonville. I'm not saying that's got to be, okay, this is the future, Tua is the future, all good. But same way if if Zach Wilson or Mac Jones beat Jacksonville, these are good quarterbacks, they're the future of the franchise. Two will beat them, and it's just be, well, it's only Jacksonville. Do it against Buffalo. Do it against the Colts. And it's like, he wasn't in those games. So what more can he do? But yeah, Jacksonville are currently on an 0-21 and haven't scored a field goal this season. And if I have my negative hat on, I say the Dolphins lose by a field goal on Sunday. That's my negative hat on. I've got my LL Cool K hat on, so I'm going to be positive. And I'm saying Dolphins win by 2 scores.
LL Cool K?
Dolphins win by 2 scores.
Ladies love Cool K, boy. You can't make this stuff up. Kadeem is hilarious, man. We like you said, we had a photo shoot this week. Got to chop it up. First time we seen each other in a long time. Like even when we planned the return to London, we still weren't supposed to do the podcast like this. We felt like it was going to be in the same building. We're going to have a room. We're going to have, a whole studio set up for us. And we couldn't get it done. Like, man, like we still have a ways to go. And we have things that we want to do. As far as the game is concerned, man, listen. You said Dolphins by 2 scores?
2 scores.
What is a score though? Like
to me, so it's at least, I know 2 scores is probably 10. I'm saying 14. Okay, 2 touchdowns. Dolphins by 2 touchdowns. And I think that has to be the minimum.
Man. So Travis Fulgham, we signed Travis Fulgham this week. Travis Fulgham played for the Eagles last year. He was a cool little piece for the Eagles last year. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to contribute on special teams. I don't know if he was an excellent blocker or anything. But I want to see Kurt Merritt. Like all the good stuff. Like I said last episode, we said, hey, no, all jokes aside. Like I want to see Kurt Merritt. Yo, you bring in Travis Fulgham. I want to see Kurt Merritt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Travis Fulgham, cool, by the way. That's a cool little piece. He's not a game changer, but I want to see some of this in-house stuff that we got sitting in the cooler in the deep freezer back home. We have like a regular refrigerator, and then the refrigerator has a shout out to the Sounds of London outside the window. So we got a refrigerator and a freezer, and then a lot of people have deep freezers. Y'all have deep freezers out here? Yeah, so cool. So we'll have deep freezers like in the garage or in another room or somewhere, and then you put like the meats or the stuff that you're saving for later, like in the deep freezer, because you need more freezer space. We have players on our practice squad that I feel like we need to see these boys. And Travis Fulgham coming in, that's cool, but I need to see Kurt Merritt, man.
Yeah, definitely. And I just think it goes back to, if Kirk Merritt can't come and play in this team at the moment, and we'll get to it in no huddle, then we have issues. Then it goes back to why are we drafting? You say you want to build through the draft. Why are you drafting players and then not using them in game? Like again, me and LB over dinner were talking about Noah. Like Noah, to me, Noah had to dress on Sunday, and if Noah isn't dressed on Sunday, hand on my heart, I'm asking Brian Flores after the game, why wasn't Noah dressed? And not in a rude way, but just in a, this has been X amount of games now in a row, but Noah hasn't been part of the the game day squad. Why is that? Why isn't a first round pick from last year a healthy scratch more often than not? Because to me, it's not good. Like again, we'll get into it in no huddle, but there's probably a very good chance that at some point against Jacksonville, both X and Byron Jones aren't on the field. And I'm not looking to see Nick Needham and Justin Coleman on the outside. Not doing it. So, yeah.
I don't know if we need to see Noah dress. I don't know if I need to see that. Here's why. Maybe we've seen everything we needed to see with Noah. If he's dressed and he's suspect, he's not there. He's not good. We blew it. If we blew it, there's no reason to dress him. You fall on the sword. You fall on the sword and say, "Yo, we blew it. He's not it." But if you're dressing him and you know he's not it, that's that's a worse indictment on you because you know this dude is not it, and you're you know what I'm saying? Because now what does it if you know he's not it and the team knows he's not it, and who's he coming in for that he's getting reps over that someone else could get these reps? So if he's not dressed, I don't need to see him.
And again, that's a valid point. That if Noah to follow on from your point, if Noah comes in, he's dressed and he comes in and he plays badly, but you know he's going to play badly, then that's kind of on you. And again, I'm very much you've been put in a position, you know, you either sink or swim, and you know, same way we said when Jesse Davis is playing, it's like, dude, you know you're going to play badly, but at the same time, as a human, as someone with pride, play well. And you know what, like Jacksonville last year is when Noah got cooked and we was like, okay, this is his rookie trouble. He'll come good. He hasn't come good. And maybe he needs these weeks, you know, like when Gaskin came on the podcast, friend of the podcast, Miles Gaskin, and he came on and said he needed that rookie season to sit. Maybe he needs a year to sit. But again, we're going back over old territory. Why did you draft him in the first place? It is what it is.
Since we talk about friends of the podcast, shout out to Robert Hunt. This is a Robert Hunt quote. I thought he looked good. It's excited to have him back out there. He's a leader on our team. It's excited to see him be who he is. Robert Hunt on Tua Tagovailoa. Is Tua the infusion that the team needs right now? Or is it just, you know what? The OCs could just call better plays and we can be a better team. Or, you know what? The infusion is just the line playing better and we'll be a better team. Is Tua the spark? Is Tua the infusion? Is Tua the end-all, be-all? Or is there something else that we need along with Tua?
I think we probably need better play calling, but I also think, and this goes back to what Tua said at the end of last season and what he said after week one against the Patriots. So last season it was, I knew we were calling bad plays, but I wasn't allowed to check out of them. And I've now gone back to it before, but against the Patriots, there was a run play. He gets to the line, won the ball, calls the RPO, the slant to Devontae Parker, first down, game basically done. So I think that Tua, like, if we're going to have this Buns play calling, which, by the way, they changed the play caller last week. I think they changed it to Godsey, but you know, to still mess around. But anyway, yeah, I think Tua will get to the line and just be like, the play you called, it's not going to work. What Jacksonville are showing us, I know it's not going to work. So I'm going to change to something else. I think Tua has the confidence and, you know, he's a leader to say, we're going to do this. And if it doesn't work, I'm sure Tua will say, you know, I saw this, I changed to this, it didn't work, that's on me. But again, it's accountability, something which the Dolphins at the moment don't quite have.
It's a lot of stuff out there. When you win, it cures everything. You don't even hear some of the stuff that goes on in the locker room because you're just winning and it's just euphoric. When you lose, everything smells bad.
So but again, in the off season, as Dolphins fans, we were annoyed that Brian Flores didn't win Coach of the Year, and you didn't hear nothing about how Brian Flores was difficult to speak to, how he knew all that kind of stuff. Dolphins lose 4 games in a row, and it's Brian Flores has lost the locker room, all that kind of stuff. And yet, do you see the picture of Brian Flores in the Clemson t-shirt?
That's where I was going. So Brian Flores loses a bet to Christian Wilkins. For those who are Dolphin fans, we know Christian Wilkins went to the University of Clemson. For those who are not Dolphin fans but just support us anyway, we got a D tackle on our team, Christian Wilkins, that went to the University of Clemson, made a wager with head coach Brian Flores. Flores apparently lost the bet, and he had to wear a Clemson shirt to the press conference. If you lose the locker room, you're probably not making bets like that. Or you're probably not they're probably not rocking with you like that. You know what I'm saying? I never thought he lost the locker room, bro. Like a lot of the stuff that goes on is just Twitter. And if you listen to Dave Chappelle, Twitter's not a real place. I'm just saying. So So that's all I'm saying. We don't do spoilers here, but it's not a real place. You know what I'm saying? So while the world is ending on Twitter, that's not the same world that we live in real life. That's not the same world that the locker room lives in the locker room. So they got to block all the other nonsense out, bro. Listen, man, it's worse than what it appears to be. I ain't gonna lie, it's bad. It appears to be bad, and it's worse than that. But at the same time, this is what they get paid for. They get paid to get it right, correct the course correction. You don't go from being mentioned as coach of the year 2 years in a row. Your first 2 seasons at head coach, you were mentioned in coach of the year. One of those 2 years, you should have won coach of the year, but you didn't make the playoffs, so he didn't get coach of the year. And then the next season, after 4 games, you're on the hot seat. Come on, man. That's not how it happens. That's not how it works. So I'm not here for that. I don't listen to the nonsense, but that's where we at. You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah. So people would be people said that the reason, or the real reason, Flores was wearing a Clemson shirt wasn't because of the bet. It was a come and get me to Deshaun Watson. And at that point, I was like, Twitter, Dolphins Twitter will see anything. Dolphins Twitter will see, Brian Flores say the word whatever. That's also for W. W's Watson. He's like, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Like, those are the links. That's what Dolphins Twitter have been trying to do this week. Again, you said to me, any Watson stuff, I don't want to hear it. But someone else on Sunday was like, Monday. So the Monday just gone, Watson trade. I'm telling you now, my source said Monday. Oh, Monday came and went.
Came and went.
And Watson's still up. Oh, okay, cool. So don't want to hear it. And
came and went 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, but like I said, should the Dolphins lose on Sunday, is he going to start again? Dolphins are going to go get Watson. Okay, sure, whatever. Is what it is.
Bro, people reach for whatever they can, bro. Whatever starts with a W. You know what I'm saying? So some secret code we're reaching for Watson. But let's get into no huddle, bro.
So no huddle. My weather this weekend, and there's like a 40% chance of rain, but it's 18 degrees Celsius and 64 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the London weather. Dolphins playing in London. We also have, as I'm getting notifications on my phone, this is just unprofessional. My fault. Apologies. So the injury report, we had Xavier Howard did not participate with a groin injury, shoulder injury. Devontae Parker did not participate, shoulder, hamstring. Jacoby Brissett, Byron Jones, Shaheen were all limited, and Brandon Jones was full. Also today, guess who else didn't participate or was limited? Preston Williams, because Preston Williams has a groin injury. So when he said earlier, he said, I need to see Kirk Merritt. There's a very good chance that Preston Williams isn't going to play this weekend because Preston Williams is going to be injured. I ain't saying nothing. Jacksonville, Mars Jack is not traveling. He's out with a back injury. As of Wednesday, Marvin Jones did not participate for personal reasons. On Ben Barch, Tyson Campbell, Roy Robertson Harris, and Dakota Allen were all limited. And then Levante McRae was a full participant. But yeah, that is the injury report.
Fantasy football news. Let me tell you, Go Time Dolphins has a fantasy football league. Shout out to everyone who participates. Everybody's still rocking with us heavy. Appreciate that. Shout out to Chris. I think he's undefeated as of right now. We did that transaction, got the trade going. I like trades. But myself, Kadeem, and LB are the last 3 teams in the league somehow.
I'm finishing last. Like my season's done. I'm looking towards next season. Like I'm telling you now, I'm done.
So we're last. I don't like that. I don't like the concept of last, right? So Last week, I traded Myles Gaskin, and I told everybody, listen, abort on everybody, all things Miami Dolphins and fantasy football, abort, trade them all. And I sold all my Miami Dolphins pieces. You can't even get a head up trade, right? But what I didn't tell y'all, and I apologize, I got Myles Gaskin back before he went off for like 30 points last week. So I traded him. I could have told y'all, my fault. And then I got him back in like a roundabout way. So I traded him in like a four-person trade. And then a couple of days later, I got him back. And it was another 4-person trade. Matter of fact, the trade that I got him back was for, I had Justin Jefferson, and I traded for Myles Gaskin, Damian Williams, Allen Robinson, and Antonio Gibson. It worked out. So I snuck Myles Gaskin in there, and I got him back on the team. So he started for me this week, and you should start him this week too. Not only should you start Myles Gaskin this week, you should start Myles Gaskin moving forward, because we're in a place now where the Dolphins know, you know what, forget all that he can't block stuff, or he's not blocking well, or he's not doing the assignments we need. It's people's jobs on the line here. If we need someone to block, we'll put somebody else in on a passing play. And that's not the ideal situation, but that might be what you have to do. Myles Gaskin gets to start this week for the Dolphins. You don't want to start Tua. You don't want to start nobody else. You're going to run that defense, run Jason Sanders. That's all I got, really. I doubt Gesicki gets his targets like we want him to, and that's a whole nother conversation because the trade deadline's coming up. Are we going to pay Gesicki? Are we going to tag Gesicki and see what we do? We don't know, but this is still no huddle. Flip side is you're not going to start Trevor Lawrence. I believe we do get this W. I do believe it's a comfortable W, but you will start Laviska Shenault. Laviska Shenault is the slot receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's my dog. Like I drafted Laviska Shenault in both leagues that I play in fantasy football. He's supposed to be getting off more than he is. Jacksonville's trash. They don't even get garbage time points. Usually you're on the trash team, you get garbage time points, and they can't find Laviska. This week they will, because Marvin Jones will be playing on the outside. DJ Shark is hurt, and the Dolphins have a soft spot in the middle of the field all the time. So Laviska Shenault will eat in the middle of the field. That's who you're starting. Other than that, that's all we got for fantasy football.
We when again photo shoot, I spoke to you about Coach Flores saying that for the foreseeable future, it's going to be Liam Eichenberg at left tackle and Austin Jackson at left guard, which again, for the most part, Dolphins fans were quite happy about that. And then a clip of Fender podcast, Austin Jackson, I didn't even say it went viral, but there's a clip of a play where the offensive line was all over the place. Jesse Davis was on the floor. Liam Eichenberg was pushing Jacoby Brissett to try and keep him up. And then Austin Jackson was just standing there. Like, he got beat and he was just standing there. I asked you about it on Tuesday it was, but I haven't had your opinion. What do you make of that whole sequence in general?
All right. So we're going to go into bonus time. I'm going to give you my answer because this could probably carry for some time. So everybody come over the bonus time. Hear what I got to say about this Austin Jackson clip going viral on Twitter. And I don't believe it's Austin's fault. Come to bonus time to see why. Y'all stay positive, test negative, like I just did. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already. So Kadeem, that wasn't on Austin. If you look at the play, and it's funny because this is the world we live in. There's 6 seconds of a clip. The whole world gets to play Monday morning quarterback and coach and GM, and they get to dissect the play probably with zero football experience. That's okay. That's fair. We fans, we can do what we want, say what we want, and act however we want. there will be consequences for some of that, but some of it, there are no ramifications. So we can say what we want. Here's the thing about that play. Who's number 45 for Tampa? Devin White? Is that his name? Is it Devin?
Yeah.
So if you look at the play, Eichenberg has a one-on-one on the outside with, it might be Pierre-Paul. I can't remember who it was, but he's one-on-one. Austin Jackson does not have an assignment directly in front of him. No, he doesn't. He's not in combat, right directly in front of him. The ball is snapped. Eichenberg has outside or inside leverage on JPP on his left shoulder, and Austin is just sitting there like, all right, I'm good. On a delayed blitz, Devin White comes in and Austin Jackson engages. It was a delayed blitz. Now, if Austin would go help out, and I want to be clear, Eichenberg got beat. So somehow Austin Jackson's getting blamed for Eichenberg getting beat. So now what people are trying to say is, oh, Austin could have slid left and helped out Eichenberg. Technically, he could have, but what would it have helped? This is why. Eichenberg had inside leverage on the DN. And I don't want to say it was JPP because it might not have been. So Eichenberg had inside leverage on the DN. The DN already beat him on the outside. If Austin was there, Austin would not have done anything out there with Eichenberg. The double team the DN because he got beat on the outside. Then if Austin had slid out there to try to help Eichenberg, Devin White comes in on the delayed blitz anyway. It looked like the pocket collapsed by then, and you see Austin Jackson after the fact, like, all right, my assignment is done, and he's looking around like, where's the ball at? The play should be over by now. The reason Austin Jackson is looking like, where's the ball at? The play should be over by now is because he knows what the play is. He knows this is a 3-step drop. The ball should be gone. It's been over 3 steps. The ball hasn't been gone. And Austin's like, yo, this play's supposed to be over by now. Where's this ball? So he's looking for it downfield like, yo, this play's supposed to be over. But it wasn't over. So with that being said, that's not on Austin. Like, Austin had a delay assignment, picked it up, by the way. If you look, Devin White comes in, Austin picks it up. So everybody on Twitter like, oh, what's Austin doing? Austin's doing his job. All right. And if he helped Eichenberg do his job, it wouldn't have helped much because Eichenberg had already got beat on the outside, not the inside. So that's football 101. It's not an indictment on anybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's just before everyone goes jump off the ledge and bashes people, make sure people actually look at the play. Jesse Davis, on the other hand, hey, that's all I'm saying. Hey, I cannot defend Jesse Davis in this clip.
There's a clip, or there's a still image of like Brissett on his chest lying down on the floor. Mm-hmm. Jesse Davis helping him, and everyone's like, "This is happening too often with Jesse Davis." That the quarterback's on the floor, and Davis standing over him like, "Sorry, my bad." It's like, dude, do it in the first place. I've literally been watching the clip over and over again, and like, it's weird. So Gaskin peels out the backfield. Cool, fair enough. Brissett looks at him, doesn't throw the ball. And then when Gaskin comes back, that's when he throws the ball. It's like, you threw the ball in the first place, no one touches you. You're fine. You're good. Davis being on the floor is hilarious because Jesse Davis. And the Austin Jackson thing, it's weird because it's like, yeah, White comes on the delay blitz, has a spin move, gets past him, and I think everyone's issue with it is that once he gets past him, he doesn't try and go back and do anything. But like you said, it's a matter of, well, hold on, the ball should be out by now because it's a 3-step drop. And again, it's a 3-step drop. He looks at Gaskin and doesn't hit Gaskin. Dude, hit Gaskin.
Yeah, like, so...
But then I also think, and this is me playing devil's advocate and defending Brissett, is there was a play the previous week where he hit Gaskin straight away and Waddle was wide open down the field. So I think on this situation, he's like, hold on, is someone open downfield? No one is. Okay, I'll go to the check down. Because last week, when I hit my check down too early, you had a go at me and you asked about it in the press conference. So, and again, that to me just says that for a veteran, Brissett doesn't have all the answers. Because just because you didn't do it last week.
Here's my thing. I believe that's the O-line thing. And I think this is what we call when everybody got on Sam Darnold when he said, "I'm seeing ghosts." That's a real terminology in football.
Yeah, of course.
People say they're seeing ghosts. Seeing ghosts means I'm getting rushed too much and I got hit too much and I'm seeing things that aren't there. Meaning it might be a good pocket, but because I've got hit so many times, I'm acting like it's a bad pocket. That's what seeing ghosts means. So Brissett, on one hand, if you hit your scat back, if you check down, if you hit your check down to Myles Gaskin, that's not the play. The play is to find somebody downfield, and if it's not there, check it down to Myles. Unless it's something like a design wheel route that probably is set up and it has nuances to the play and it goes to the running back. These plays were not designed for Myles Gaskin. So what Brissett was probably doing was, I want to go to my read that I'm supposed to go to, but I'm getting pressured off the bat from the DN that Eichenberg had, which everyone says, oh, he's doing great over there. I don't agree. Like, we could just go to the tapes, but whatever. So the pocket collapses right away. So now, if he would have hit Myles right off the bat, it's different. But he felt like, I should have time for a 3-step drop to make a read. Can I make a read? You know what I'm saying? So that particular play, I don't think that was on Jacoby Brissett either. But this is where we are as a Dolphins franchise, and I gotta believe it's gonna get better. Just know we're gonna have all kind of new linemen next year.
Yeah. I'm still looking. It's like I don't even think he can step up in the pocket. But again, you asked earlier whether Tua fixes things, and the one thing Tua has is pocket presence. Unless it's a blitz from the right hand side which comes in a second because Jesse Davis ain't doing his job. Like the one thing he's able to do is have that feel. It's like, okay, someone coming from my left, I can step up, I can move and stuff like that. So again, just please let him be the starter on Sunday. Let's feature Myles Gaskin often and early. Let's not do this thing where we feature Jalen Waddle 3 times in the first quarter and then not again. Let's use our playmakers, and the chances are Devontae Parker, Fitzwilliams will be injured, so it's going to be Isaiah Ford, Jalen Waddle, and Matt Collins. Well done, guys. Well done.
Go Time Dolphins signing up.